Let's go.
Let's do this.
Per Count Dean's request, you agreed to infiltrate and surveil. The Orc army presently controls Bilberon, the underground fortress built into the canyon. The King's army has been mounting a fierce offensive to try and reclaim the fortress.
They're coming.
Oh, I can do that.
You step into the enemy kitchen. A corpulent chef grabs a goblin instead of meat and suddenly stops. The cook, sensing your presence, stares directly at you. Luckily, her sight's not so keen, so she doesn't notice you. Eventually, the chef returns to her meat cutting. You use the goblin's screams to mask your escape.
Outstanding. I got it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can do that. Let's see. Voila!
They're coming.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Simple. I got it. Done. Oh my.
They're here.
It's my turn. Simple.
At the bottom of the stairs is an area connected to the sewers. This seems your most likely escape route. through the sewer's filth. The reconnaissance mission went well. You gathered intel and slipped back across enemy lines. Among the treasures you claimed is the great sword of the hero Javelin. You succeeded in acquiring intel on the underground fortress. This job will be completed once you report to Count Dean.
Wandering One, how can I help you? May they rest in peace. 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 May they rest in peace.
As you leave the temple, a ragged old man slumped in the road calls out to you in a gravelly voice. His raspy voice makes it difficult for you to discern if he's even speaking your language. You can give him a coin if you feel pity for him. Of course, you're free to walk away as well. He doesn't even acknowledge the coin. He mutters, over and over. You probably won't be able to communicate with him, no matter how long you strain your concentration.
Welcome. Which one do you want?
It's time.
Gotta finish my drink.
Indeed.
Welcome back. There's a job.
You report everything you learned to Count Dean. Unfortunately, you also mention the hero's legendary sword. Naturally, he demands the great sword, but at least he's in a good mood now. He thought you'd just flee, but you didn't. It seems that he thinks much more highly of you now. Dean confides in you some of the problems in the castle. Once the king went missing, the Prime Minister began recommending the Archduke MacNeil of Bulgar to the throne. Bulgar is an aggressive nation to the north. MacNeil is related to the King of Highland and has a legal claim to the throne. Count Dean claims that MacNeil has been rallying nobles in Highland to support his claim to the throne. That's why Dean hired Tommet to steal the scepter. He says that Tommet is extremely trustworthy, so long as he is paid. Suddenly, the Prime Minister and the Princess appear. It seems you are being watched. The Count glowers and departs. The Prime Minister warns you not to involve yourself any further. The Princess, as usual, looks back with blank eyes. Since you completed the job at the castle, you return to the Adventurers Guild to tell them what transpired. Roland also happens to be here to report on a job. However, Samuel is not here. Roland is waiting for him to return. Roland thinks that he just missed him and asks you to track down the Guildmaster and bring him back. You look for Samuel, the Guildmaster. He should be somewhere in town.
May I help you?
Oh, how can I help you? You recall what happened at the castle. You report everything you learned to Count Dean. Unfortunately, you also mention the hero's naturally. It seemed once Count. That's why suddenly the Prime Minister. Orc army presently controls Bilberon, the underground fortress built into the canyon.
Oh, yeah!
Well then.
What troubles you, my child?
You stand before the goddess statues, Jula, Althena, and Vernus. These statues have all crumbled. Texts say the goddesses sacrificed themselves to defeat a dragon, which caused their likenesses to degrade as well. Althena, the one in the center, is the goddess of compassion, battle, and odyssey, making her popular with adventurers. If your party falls during your adventure, a prayer to Althena and a tithing of your money will resurrect the party. If you are repeatedly depending on her grace, the amount you must offer for her services will continually increase. A giant man in armor finishes his prayers and turns around. His pensive expression quickly turns fierce as he sees you. He tells you that he was praying because he has sent many friends to look for the king, but they haven't found the slightest clue. When you ask to help, Samuel just nods and hands you a request form. It's the same request the temple gave you. In a remote region, marriageable girls are disappearing one by one. The catacombs are believed to be linked somehow. As you leave the temple, a ragged old man, his raspy voice, you can give him a coin. He doesn't even acknowledge. You probably won't be. To solve the mystery of the disappearances, you head to the catacombs, where the villagers fear to tread.
Welcome back.
The Orc army presently controls Bilberon, the underground fortress built into the canyon. The king's army has been mounting a fierce offensive to try and reclaim the fortress.
Here they come.
It's my turn. Oh, yeah. see. Oh, I can do that. It's my turn. Voila! I got it. Oh, yeah. Quit it! Outstanding. Let's see. Simple. I got it. Done. Oh, I can do that. Oh, yes. Simple. Filthy Luca. Oh, I can do that.
Enemies!
At the bottom of the stairs is an area connected to the sewers. This seems your most likely escape route.
Here they come.
Defeating the Minotaur, you move through the sewer's filth. You were able to safely escape from behind the enemy lines.
What troubles you, my child?
As you leave the temple, you can give him a call. He doesn't, you probably...
Shall we?
Let's go.
What troubles you, my child? May they rest in peace. 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 May they rest in peace.
As you leave the temple, you can give him a call. He does, you probably...
you're back.
In the catacombs, stark white bones are strewn about the ground as far as the eye can see. The sheer number of the deceased is the only indication left of this area's former prosperity.
Filthy lucre. Oh my. What? Oh, I can do that. Outstanding.
They're here.
A strange knight stumbles out of the darkness towards you. You surmise that he is not of this world. The knight is muttering to himself, as if in a daze. If I end my own life, they can no longer sacrifice me. When you move closer, the knight extends his hand. He's holding a scroll. When you accept it, the knight disappears. The path ahead of you is connected to the ruins of the castle colloquially called the Castle of the Dead. In olden times, whenever a girl disappeared, the doctors would say she'd been called to the Castle of the Dead.
I got it. Voila! Oh my.
Because ghosts are incorporeal, they are completely immune to physical attacks. Their weakness is light. Torchlight will drive them off.
It's my turn. I got it. Done. Yes. Simple. It's my turn. Oh, yeah.
You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
Thank you.
Yes. Simple.
Help me!
You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
I'll stop them.
Luca. Oh, I can do that. Oh, my. I got it. Done.
They're here.
Let's see. Voila! Oh, I can do that.
Protect the village girl. If she is bitten by the others, she will become a vampire as well. The kidnapped girls had been turned. They are now vampires, attacking other people. You utter a silent prayer, hoping that you have slain the last vampire, and leave the ruins. In your hands is the bloody scroll that the Ghost Knight had given you. You have unraveled the mystery of the village girls' disappearances. Obtain your reward at the guild.
What troubles you, my child? May they rest in peace.
As you leave the temple, you can give him... You probably...
May I? Which one do you want? May I? What would you like?
You are curious about the bloody scroll. You show Samuel the scroll and tell him what you saw in the catacombs. After examining the scroll, the signature and other details indicate that it is a letter from the king to the princess. It is a report telling her that he had obtained the dragon's crown. You wonder if this letter is true. You can't deny that the ghost was clad in mail that was eerily similar to the king's armor. So perhaps this is true. The king's death will profoundly affect the kingdom and neighboring lands. Samuel orders you to report it to the castle.
There's a request. Stop!
Immediately, you are overwhelmed by guards and thrown into the castle jail, charged for a crime you did not commit. This is a common fate for people who hold a royal secret. You are being removed from the drama at the castle. After a few days, the cell door opens. Once your eyes grow reacclimated to light, you see Count Dean standing before you. He unshackles your ankles and explains the situation to you. The Prime Minister had been jailing all of Dean's allies. As expected, Gustav was working for Bolga. He used a magical necklace to control the princess and influence Heidland. Once Dean got Princess Vivian to safety and confronted the Prime Minister, Gustav fled with a ship full of treasure. The princess apologizes for involving you in this. While she was a hostage, Dean couldn't confront the Prime Minister. This kingdom needs a new ruler immediately. Dean is no saint, but he would make a good leader, you think. However, when Gustav fled, he also stole the royal orb, another treasure that represents the right to rule Heidland. If McNeil gets the orb, it will likely result in civil war. However, the orb does not appear to have reached Bolga. Princess Vivian asks for your help with this incident. You immediately agree and begin searching for the orb. Gustav's ship chose a pirate route, likely to elude captors. Perhaps his artifice was his undoing. You should investigate. To get the orb back, you travel to Ghost Ship Cove, a known pirate hideout.
You're back.